Over in Group B, three-time champion Saudi Arabia lined up alongside 2011 semi-finalists Uzbekistan, China and DPR Korea. The Green Falcons fell at the final hurdle to Iraq in 2007 and were seeking redemption this time around. And coach Cosmin Olariu was intent on ensuring his team were up to the task.
I hope that the players, they find the right motivation, the right spirit. This is what matters, even we don't have time. What is matter, we want more than them. This is most important.
The Brisbane Stadium was the setting for the clash between Saudi Arabia and the People's Republic of China. The Middle Eastern powerhouse had not been defeated by their East Asian opponents in all of their three previous encounters. And eager to change the equation, Team China went on the offensive first.
Now Junmin, beautiful weight on that pass. And here they go, China, right through the middle and just wide from Wu Si. Just had to find the bottom corner.
The Falcons were gifted an opportunity in the second half when Naif Hazazi was brought down in the penalty area.
Risky challenge. He's going to go into the book for it. But China pointing up the other end because they thought they should have had a free kick at the other end. Hazazi, pretty casual, and one Darley comes up big for China. It was casual from the striker.
A fruitless first half then, with the Falcons left to rue their miss when Yu Hai scored the winner.
And in for China! Yu Hai puts them in front. They saved the penalty at one end and they score at the other thanks to a wicked deflection. But they bought a ticket and they get a result.
1-0 China, the result in Brisbane. In more Group B action, DPR Korea were looking for their first win in 5 matches against Uzbekistan.
I know how important the first result is. Actually, our team knows well about the importance of this first match. And the whole team will put in their best with an aim to win this game.
Stadium Australia in Sydney was the venue for the encounter between the White Wolves and Cholima. The Uzbeks should have surged ahead early in the game.
Sergeyev through the legs of the defender. That's clever work, and there's a chance here on the far post, and it's scooped up off the ground by Ri Yong-guk.
No change in the scoreline then in the first period, and the Central Asians were keen on changing that when play resumed.
That's a better ball in. Sergeyev! Igor Sergeyev! The pinpoint cross from Server Japarov put it on a plate for the striker, and he curled it past the keeper. And Uzbekistan have the lead. That's on balance of play they deserve.
Pak Kwang-ryong almost salvaged a point for the Koreans at the death.
Oh, there's the header on target. Great save from Nestorov. He's won the game for Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan had plenty of chances besides, but in the end, they'll take that opening game win. They've defeated the North Koreans by 1-0.
3 points in the bag for Saudi Arabia then, with Uzbekistan and China picking up a point respectively as well. Iran, once a powerhouse in the continent, has fallen from grace over the last 3 decades. With their failure to reach the showpiece event of the AFC Asian Cup. But last year they made the group stage of the FIFA World Cup and became the first squad to qualify for Australia 2015. Team Melli returned to the continental contest as numero uno this time, but will have to outdo the likes of United Arab Emirates, Qatar and Bahrain in Group C to progress to the knockout rounds. Al Anabi or the Maroon have lost both their previous battles with the Emiratis in all contests and were seeking redemption this time around. Khalfan Ibrahim produced a moment of magic for his nation on 23 minutes.
And it's gone in! Wonderful finish, Khalfan Ibrahim. Perhaps against the run of play. A startled look on the face of goalkeeper Majid Nasser, but what a quality finish.
The Emiratis put on a display of teamwork to restore parity.
Burhan has spilled it. Put back in the mixer. Off the line eventually, and finally it's gone in. Ahmed Khalil has equalised for the UAE, and you'd have to say it's been coming.
Come the second period, and it was the Emiratis who took the lead for the first time.
He goes for goal, and he's found a way through. Somehow Qasim Burhan lost sight of the ball, and Ahmed Khalil gives the UAE the lead.
2-1 UAE, and Khalil with a brace. Ali Makboud then got the better of Qatari custodian Qasim Burhan.
Ismail, Burhan has spilled it. Forces home the rebound, and the UAE look to be on their way to a crucial victory.
Makboud and Omar Abdul Rahman then showed how it takes two to tango.
Back to Ali Makboud, and he seals it for the UAE. A textbook counter-attacking goal from the Emiratis. Great combination between the two great friends, Omar Abdul Rahman and Ali Makboud. Full time here in Canberra, the UAE 4, Qatar 1.
A crucial and much-needed victory for the Emiratis to get their campaign off to a flying start. So, United Arab Emirates and Iran lead the way after day one, with the Emiratis topping the group due to a better goal difference. Pit two former champions, an aggressive West Asian squad and an unknown entity against each other. And it would be more than fitting to title Group D as the Group of Death, where Japan, Iraq, Jordan and Palestine will fight it out for the two available spots in the quarterfinals. First up, the David and Goliath affair, with four-time title holders and defending champions Japan taking on debutantes Palestine. The West Asian squad claimed the last AFC Challenge Cup to qualify for Australia 2015 and were keen on starting their Asian Cup journey with a win. But it was the defending champions who seized the initiative first through veteran Yasuhito Endo.
Endo's going to have a go here, and he scored! Just 7.5 minutes on the watch. He was a long way out, but Yasuhito Endo picked his spot, and Ramzi Saleh couldn't get there, and the Asian champions lead already.
The Blue Samurai would see their lead doubled on 25 minutes when Shinji Okazaki put his services on offer.
Out it comes for Kagawa, and it's deflected in for the second goal of Shinji Okazaki. And Japan have doubled their lead in the 25th minute.
2 goals down in the first half hour, and things took a turn for the worse for Palestine closer to the break.
So a push, yes, penalty. Penalty for Japan. Musa Batat with a little shove. Honda rolls it into the back of the net, and it is 3-0.
5 minutes into the second period, and the Blue Samurai drew their swords again.
And there is the fourth goal for Japan. Maya Yoshida. Didn't take long, did it, at the outset of the second period?
A crushing 4-0 defeat for the Redeemers at the hands of Japan. In the other Group D encounter, West Asian rivals Jordan clashed with Iraq in Brisbane. Both sides were stuck in a rut on the international stage, with a winless streak stretching back to March last year.
Well, I think there are a lot of teams in this tournament that are pretty much even. And I think Iraq and Jordan are one of those, or a couple of those teams that are even teams. So it's going to be an extremely interesting game, and one I'm looking forward to immensely.
Yunus Mahmood went close to opening the scoring on 16 minutes, but his effort was blocked.
Oh, lovely ball back in for Mahmood, and it goes just wide. And it deflects off the defender as well for the corner. It's a beautiful build-up from Iraq.
No goals to show for in a tight first half, and it took until the 77th minute for the deadlock to finally be broken. Yasser Safa Qasim putting the Iraqis into the lead.
Still Qasim. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Iraq in front. And it's that man, Yasser Qasim, who puts his country in front and on target for a priceless 3 points.
One 0, and that's how it finished, with Iraq securing the 3 points in Brisbane. A comfortable win for Japan also gives them a healthy 3-goal advantage at the top of Group D. It wasn't a pretty win for Iraq, meanwhile, but 3 points is all they'll care about.